Welcome inside the Walker Convocation Center here on the campus of West Virginia State University for tonight's shootout in the Big House presented by Parmar Stores as we get set for South Charleston, the Black Eagles, and the Skyhawks of Scott High School set to do battle here on the third day of this three-day event, the Parmar shootout in the Big House. Third and final day. There's two more games coming up after this one. It'll be Woodrow Wilson boys taking on Nitro. And then the final game tonight will be a girls game. This one, we've got South Charleston ranked number 9 in the latest Quad A poll, as we are dealing with 4 classifications in basketball and high school basketball in West Virginia. So they are in that 4A classification, and they are ranked number 9 in the latest AP polls. They come in at 4-0 with a big victory last night over rival St. Albans. That went to double overtime for the Black Eagles. Leading the way was DJ Johnson. He had 14 points and 9 rebounds, and Bryson Smith added 11 points to lead the Black Eagles in that victory. Again, 4-0 on the season. They averaged 61 points a game coming into today's contest, giving up just 46 points. The head coach is Josh Daniel, and the starters for the Black Eagles this evening at guard, 5'9" freshman Wayne Harris wearing number 2. Number 5, DJ Johnson, the 6'7", 215-pound senior center. Number 3, Mondrell Dean, 6'4", 220-pound sophomore forward. Bryson Smith gets the start, the 6'5", 160-pound sophomore guard. And rounding out the starting lineup will be number 13, Caden Fawcett, 6'1", 180-pound junior guard. For the Skyhawks, they come in at 2-2 in Class AAA. They average 74 points a game, giving up 71 points a game. Their head coach is Sean Ballard. And the starters for the Skyhawks. Jaron Gator will get the start, coming in, averaging 8.7 points a game. Landon Stone averaging 14 points a game. Kevin White will get the start, the junior, averaging just under 16 points a contest. Braxton Dolan, the junior, averaging 10 points a game. And rounding out the starting lineup and leading the way in scoring for the Skyhawks is sophomore Reese Carden. Carden coming into tonight's matchup, averaging just under 19 points a game at 18.7 and shooting 52% from the field, including 50% from behind the arc, 10 of 20 on the season. He and Kevin White lead the Skyhawks in that category. Kevin White adding 11 three-pointers on the season. He's shooting 61% from behind the arc. So we are set to go here inside the Walker Convocation Center. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in right here on Video Productions. My name is Jack Withrow, joined alongside Robbie Mounts, our producer tonight. Scott will be in the away jerseys. The black jersey says Scott across the chest in gold, trimmed out in white. South Charleston in their home white jersey says Black Eagles across the chest. Black numbers and lettering trimmed out in orange. As we look down, it'll be the Skyhawks with the first possession. Going left to right. Man-to-man defense for South Charleston. South Charleston again coming in at 4-0. Skyhawks at 2-2. The drive, a layup no good from Jaron Gator. Rebound cleared out by the Black Eagles. Freshman Wayne Harris will lead things at the point guard position. They swing it here near side. He'll get it back out top. Zone defense, 2-3 for the Skyhawks to start things out here. Wayne Harris pump fakes. Now he'll pull up a 3. That one too strong, tipped and controlled by Landon Stone. Stone will bring it across the timeline. Scoreless here. Spin move down in the paint, and he'll kick it near side. Now gets it back. Nice bounce pass down low, out of bounds. Last touch by Wayne Harris. It'll stay with Scott. Stone will trigger it in along the baseline. Gets it in to White. Gavin White out top. Now Stone, nice spin move, goes all the way to the basket. Layup with the left hand is good. First basket of the evening. Goes to Landon Stone, the junior. And he averages 14 points a game coming into this one. Right side. Once again, straight away for Wayne Harris, and he connects this time with the three. South Charleston into the lead, 3-2 over Scott. Still early here in the first quarter. Stone will try his hand in a long three. That one no good, and rebound cleared out by Caden Fawcett. Given over to Bryson Smith down into the corner. Harris will skip past near side. Now Mondrell Dean down low. Turnaround shot up with the right hand is good for Mondrell Dean, the sophomore. Stone backs down in the paint against Harris. Kicks it here near side. The three on the way. Count it for Kevin White. That's his 12th three-pointer of the season. We're all knotted up here, 5 apiece. Left side, Harris puts it on the floor, goes baseline, now pulls it back, gives it back out to Bryson Smith. They swing it over to Fawcett. Now Smith, wide open three on the way. That one off the mark and rebounded by Stone. He'll push it ahead. Now kicks it out, straight away three, in and out, no good. Rebound to DJ Johnson. Smith gets it back, and nice pass down low in that low post to DJ Johnson. He'll lay it up and in. Lead to South Charleston 7-5, and now a loose ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Skyhawks. Check it in to the ball game for Scott as we watch this replay. Nice ball movement from the Black Eagles. Bryson Smith, Mondrell Dean to DJ Johnson for the basket. Stone triggers it in out top. They give it to Isaac Setzer, who has checked in for the Skyhawks. Out top to Gator. He'll push one up. That one off the mark, no good. Tipped out, collected by Harris. And now stolen by Carden. Reese Carden with the steal. Work down low once again. Landon Stone with a nice move around the much taller DJ Johnson. 7-7 your score, 4:24 to go here in first quarter. Three from left wing. Back of the iron, no good on the rebound. It's going to be a foul against Mondrell Dean. That's his first team foul, number 1 on South Charleston. Man-to-man defense for the Black Eagles. The penetrate and kick to the right side. That Stone goes down inside. He'll push one up and score it over DJ Johnson. Back-to-back nice moves down in the paint by Landon Stone. Scott back in the lead. A three on the way, straight away. Count it for Wayne Harris. 5'9" freshman Stone goes down inside, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And that's going to be on Mondrell Dean. That's his second. And Coach Josh Daniel is going to take him out, but we've got a 30-second timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 3:37 to go here in the first quarter. South Charleston leading Scott by 1, 10-9.
Started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967, has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
.337 to go, first quarter action between South Charleston and Scott, 10-9. Black Eagles leading the Skyhawks coming out with timeout. As Jaden Motley has checked in for the Black Eagles, 6-foot sophomore. Stone inbounds it into the corner Three on the way from the wing. In and out, no good. Rebound to Smith. Up ahead, here comes Harris quickly into the front court over on the right side. Penetrates inside and lays it up and in for the freshman. 12-9 South Charleston. Now a loose ball as Motley picks up turnover on Scott. Harris out top. Now picks up his dribble, gives it over to Fawcett into the corner. Smith, they feed it down in the low post. And going to work down in there is DJ Johnson. 14-9 South Charleston. Gator in the corner, kicks it out. Give it over to Carden. He'll take a three straight away, no good. Harris over on the right side. Still looking, finally gives it out to Bryson Smith. Gets it back in the corner. Dribbles baseline. Pass over in the corner, three on the way, short. And Harris with the rebound. He'll kick it back out to Smith. Smith penetrates. Feeds it to Johnson. He'll kick it all the way back out top, and they'll reset the offense with 2:20 to go. 2-3 zone for the Skyhawks. Low post, Johnson works his way in, and turnaround shot up with the right hand is good. Johnson with 4 points. South Charleston leading 16-9. Jaron Gator. Now they work it back out top. Gator will get it. Penetrate in the paint. Nice defense by Wayne Harris. Got a hand on it. And here comes the Black Eagles. Fawcett, layup. No good. Rebound to Motley. He loses the hand on it, and here comes Scott the other way. Isaac Setzer. His layup is no good. South Charleston leading 16-9, 1:25 to go here, first quarter. Inside the Walker Convocation Center, 3-day event here for the Parmar shootout in the big house, and a three. And Harris's three misses everything, out of bounds over to Scott. Checking in for the Skyhawks is number 4, Jay Sharps, along with number 25, Braxton Dolan. Jay Sharps checks in, a sophomore, averaging 4 points a game. Right side, Stone. Dribbles down inside, kicks it to Gator. His three-pointer, no good. Rebound to the Skyhawks. In the corner, long three is good for Jay Sharps. So quickly on the board for the sophomore. Connects with his third three-pointer of the season. Motley, he'll push up a three. That one off the mark, tipped around, controlled by Scott. Braxton Dolan out to Stone. Now Dolan penetrates. Shot rejected by Xavier Bosley, but nice work by Landon Stone to keep it alive. And got it back into Braxton Dolan for the layup. 2-point advantage for South Charleston, 16-14. Bryson Smith for three. Count it for Smith. Just ahead of the buzzer, we come to the end of the first quarter here inside the Walker Convocation Center. South Charleston leading Scott 19-14 right here on Video Productions.
Started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967, has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Hey there, I'm Jake, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's new Grilled Spicy Deluxe is that grilled chicken that we all know and love with the grilled marks. It's super juicy. The heat, the cheese, the multi-grain brioche bun, the flavor is just out of this world.
Hey, I'm Amber, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the chicken. This is not your traditional spicy chicken sandwich. You get the grilled flavor, seasoning, spices, married all together to this perfect sandwich. It's literally like fireworks in your mouth.
19-14, South Charleston leading Scott as we head to the second quarter. In the first quarter, South Charleston shot 53%, 8 of 15 from the field, 3 of 9 from behind the arc for 33%. Scott, 35% from the field, 6 of 17. They were 2 of 8 from behind the arc. We start things off. The Amari Allen out top for South Charleston. Also in the ball game is Amari Mooney, Xavier Bosley, Jaden Motley, as the long three there rattles home for Amari Allen, the senior. Knocks it down, 22-14, South Charleston. Also Isaiah Monday into the ball game for the Black Eagles to start things out here in the second quarter. Reese Carden gives it over to Kevin White. Feed it down inside. Shot up by Dolan is good. Braxton Dolan, nice looking mid-range jumper. Wayne Harris with 8 points to lead the Black Eagles there in the first quarter. 6 points from Landon Stone for the Scott Skyhawks, and a three-pointer from the left wing from Zamari Mooney, freshman guard. Now three down on the other side from the corner. That one off the mark, cleared out into the hands of Monday. Up ahead, they get it to Allen. Swinging here near side in the corner, another three on the way, and back-to-back threes for the freshman Mooney. 28-16, South Charleston extended its lead. 6:29 to go, second quarter. Three from the right wing, off the back of the iron, no good. Tipped around, and finally controlled by Dolan of Scott. Gives it out to Gator. Man-to-man defense for the Black Eagles. Out tops Kevin White into the corner. Three on the way. Count it. For the corner, Reese Carden. (28-19) South Charleston. Motley. Back to Monday. Monday will penetrate baseline. Gets cut off. Now gives it back out to Motley over in the right wing. Skip pass near side to Mooney. So they're working around the perimeter. Looking for an opening. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with South Charleston. Scott with that 2-3 zone. Checking back in for the Black Eagles will be DJ Johnson. And for Scott will be Landon Stone. And Hunter Nall will check in for the Skyhawks. Number 23. Mooney will trigger it in along the baseline underneath his own basket, and a wide open Jaden Motley will lay it up and in. 30-19 Black Eagles leading the Skyhawks. 5:22 to go, second quarter. Here at the Parmar Shootout in the Big House at West Virginia State University, and now we've got a whistle and a travel. As Stone falls to the floor. Back into the ball game for Scott will be Isaac Setzer. I apologize. 23, they've got Kyler Whitman. And rebound cleared out by Scott. Up ahead, Dolan. In the corner, the three again, that one's short. Rebound by the Skyhawks. Shot up, that one won't go. And finally cleared out by Mooney. Quickly ahead, the freshman into the front court. Will back it back out, reset the offense for head coach Josh Daniel. Gives it over to Allen. He'll back it back out, redirect over to Motley. 4.5 minutes to go, second quarter. South Charleston leading by 11, 30-19. Motley will pull the trigger on a three. That one's short off the front of the iron. No good, and here come the Skyhawks. Dolan all the way to the basket. His shot no good, but a whistle and a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. First shot up, no good. Checking in for South Charleston will be Wayne Harris, Bryson Smith, Caden Fawcett, and for the first time tonight, we'll see Christian Goebel. Goebel, 6'2", freshman, 1 of 2 for Dolan. 10-point advantage for South Charleston. Fawcett here near side, back out to Wayne Harris. He'll swing it over to Bryson Smith. Harris thought about the 3, now gives it over to Fawcett in the corner. Bounce pass down inside. Gets it back. Again, South Charleston trying to figure out this 2-3 zone. They're connected with 6 3-pointers here in the first half. And that shot no good by Johnson. And rebound cleared out by the Skyhawks. Up ahead to Stone. Landon Stone into the corner. Back out top. Cardin's 3. No good. Cleared out again by Johnson. And now we're going to get a whistle. And that'll go against Kevin White. Checking back in for the Skyhawks, Jay Sharps, number 4. 3:26 to go. Second quarter. Mooney penetrates all the way to the basket. His shot no good. Rebound cleared out by Goebel. And then threw it right into the hands of Jay Sharps. Sharps ahead. Setzer gives it back out. 3 on the way from the corner. Tip up, back up and in by Braxton Dolan. Looked like he went right over the back of Fawcett. A good athletic move there by Braxton Dolan. Got a hand on it, tipped it back up and in. Johnson down low, double teamed. Now Fawcett's 3. Short. Nice box out that time by Landon Stone. Stone into the front court quickly. Down inside, kicks it into the corner. Now they swing it back out top. All the way to the basket, layup no good. Good look by Setzer, couldn't come up with it. In the corner, Wayne Harris, 3 on the way. That one too strong. Into the hands, DJ Johnson's shot no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. And a whistle. So count the basket for Johnson. And the foul was on Isaac Setzer. Johnson connects there, completes the 3-point play. South Charleston leading by 11, 33-22. Largest lead here in the first half for South Charleston is 12. 2:05 to go here, second quarter. Right side, Gator. Now they swing it over to Stones. 3 on the way, count it 4. Landon Stone. 33-25, Black Eagles on top of the Skyhawks, 1:47 to go. Now Smith, he'll push up a 3. That one off the front of the iron, no good. Cleared out by Dolan up ahead. Layup is good with the right hand for Jay Sharps. Sharps with 5 points. 33-27. South Charleston leading 127. Harris thought about it, gives it over to Smith. Now they feed it into Motley in the paint. Back to Smith. He'll go baseline. And now we've got a whistle and a travel. Turnover on South Charleston, gives the ball back to the Skyhawks with 1:17 to go as Reese Carden checks back in. Scott shooting 38% from the field. South Charleston 46% here in the first half. Penetrate, turnaround shot up with the right hand, no good. Tipped around and into the hands of Wayne Harris. Under a minute. Feeds it up ahead. Xavier Bosley's layup, no good. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with South Charleston. As they say, it was off the hand of Braxton Dolan. Timeout on the floor taken by the Skyhawks. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second as well. 51 seconds to go here in the first half. 33-27, South Charleston leading.
Started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967, has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
.7 seconds to go here inside the Walker Convocation Center. Second quarter action. South Charleston leading Scott 33-27. It'll be the Black Eagles ball coming out with a timeout called by head coach Sean Ballard of the Skyhawks. Feed it in, and Gator got a hand on it. Right back to Fawcett. He'll push one up. That one no good. Scramble for it. Up ahead, wide open is Reese Carden. His layup is good. Mondrell Dean back into the lineup for South Charleston. He picked up 2 early fouls. He's been over on the bench for the majority of the first half. South Charleston's lead now down to 4, 33-29. Wayne Harris out top. Penetrates, gives it over to Bosley. Bosley bounce pass to Dean. Dean's layup is good. 15 seconds. Braxton Dolan, right side, in the corner. Back out top to Stone, Landon Stone. 6 seconds. Over to Gator. Stone will get it back on the right wing. Guarded by Dean. He'll shove one up. That one air ball. As we come to the end of the first half here at West Virginia State University, it's a shootout in the Big House. South Charleston leading Scott by a score of 35-29.
This is Boone Memorial Hospital. Compassionate, personal, quality care that's close to home with caring, skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Hey there, I'm Jake, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's new Grilled Spicy Deluxe is that grilled chicken that we all know and love with the grilled marks. It's super juicy. The heat, the cheese, the multi-grain brioche bun, the flavor is just out of this world.
Hey, I'm Amber, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the chicken. This is not your traditional spicy chicken sandwich. You get the grilled flavor, seasoning, spices, married all together to this perfect sandwich. It's literally like fireworks in your mouth.
Northside, where everybody rides. Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional grade GMCs for less, including ready for work heavy duties, Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at NorthsideWV.com.
Halftime here inside the Walker Convocation Center. South Charleston leading Scott 35-29 as we take a look at the halftime stats for Scott. The Skyhawks shot 38%, 12 of 32 from the field in the first half, 4 of 16 from behind the three-point arc for 25%. They were just 1 of 2 from the foul line for 50%. Leading the way at half is Landon Stone with 9 points and 5 rebounds. Stone 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc. 7 points coming from Braxton Dolan. Dolan 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from the foul line. Then 5 points coming from Reese Carden and Jay Sharps. Sharps came off the bench, hit a three-pointer. He's 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc. Reese Carden 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 5 from three-point range. And then 3 points coming from Kevin White to round out the scoring for the Skyhawks in that first half. Turned the ball over just 2 times for the Skyhawks. For South Charleston, leading the way, DJ Johnson, the senior center, with 9 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from the foul line. 8 points coming from Wayne Harris, the freshman point guard, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from behind the arc for Harris. And then 6 points coming from Mooney. Mooney coming off the bench, Zamari Mooney, and hitting a couple three-pointers for the Black Eagles. 4 points from Mondrell Dean, who picked up 2 quick fouls there early, had to sit over on the bench for much of the first half. 3 points from Bryson Smith and 3 points from Amari Allen. Allen coming off the bench as well, hitting a three-pointer in that first half. And rounding out the scoring for South Charleston, Jaden Motley with 2 points. South Charleston turned the ball over 4 times. Black Eagles' largest lead in the first half came at the 6:43 mark, led by 12 points. There was 2 ties in the first half and 3 lead changes. South Charleston leading Scott in the rebounding category, 19-13. There in the first half. South Charleston also shooting from the field, 14 of 31, 45%, 6 of 17 from behind the arc. They went to the foul line 1 time, and again, that was DJ Johnson, completing 3-point play. So they were 1 of 1 from the foul line in that first half. Coming up next, it'll be Woodrow Wilson and Nitro as the Wildcats start off hot. A couple big victories over Poca and St. Albans. They'll take on Woodrow Wilson, which we hear they've got a couple of their players back in uniform, and we'll see them out on the court tonight. So they hope to improve tonight as they take on the Wildcats of Nitro coming up next, and then in the nightcap tonight as they finish up this 3-day event here at West Virginia State University. It'll be a girls matchup at 8:45. Woodrow Wilson taking on a very good Highlanders team, so that should be a good one coming up for the girls. We've got about 4 minutes on a halftime clock. Both teams still in the locker room. We'll take a break as well. Halftime score here at the Walker Convocation Center. South Charleston leading Scott 35-29.
This is Boone Memorial Hospital. Compassionate, personal, quality care that's close to home with caring, skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Hey there, I'm Jake, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's new Grilled Spicy Deluxe is that grilled chicken that we all know and love with the grilled marks. It's super juicy. The heat, the cheese, the multi-grain brioche bun, the flavor is just out of this world.
Hey, I'm Amber, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the chicken. This is not your traditional spicy chicken sandwich. You get the grilled flavor, seasoning, spices, married all together to this perfect sandwich. It's literally like fireworks in your mouth.
Northside, where everybody rides. Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional grade GMCs for less, including ready for work heavy duties, Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at NorthsideWV.com.
Welcome back inside the Walker Convocation Center. Halftime score, South Charleston leading Scott 35-29. South Charleston in the Quad A classification as State of West Virginia going to 4 classifications in basketball this year and next year. And they come in at number 9 in the latest AP polls at 4-0 on the season for the Black Eagles. They started off their season a 62-30 victory at Riverside, followed up by a home victory 68-55 over Capital. And on Saturday, they defeated Logan by a score of 51-44 at home. And then last night, they took 2 overtimes up on the hill inside the Old Pro Gymnasium at South Charleston High School as they defeated St. Albans 62-54. Again, that was a double overtime victory for the Black Eagles last night over St. Albans. Scott, the Skyhawks, they come in at 2-2 on the season. They're in the Class AAA, Region 4, Section 2. Skyhawks open up the season with a couple losses. Home loss 85-66 to Logan, and then a 1-point loss 87-86 at Hoover before they defeated Point Pleasant at home 92-67, and then went to Ripley. On Saturday, they defeated the Vikings 53-46. As we are set to get things started here in the second half, it'll be Skyhawks ball. Jaron Gator, Landon Stone, and we've got a travel by Gator. Braxton Dolan out there for Scott, as well as Kevin White. And Reese Carden, original starting 5 for South Charleston as well. And Fawcett, Harris, Smith, Mondrell Dean, and DJ Johnson, the big man down low. And the ball is tipped away as Fawcett having trouble keeping a handle on it. Now gives it to Johnson. Skip pass over to Harris over on the far side. He'll back it out with a pass to Bryson Smith. Smith, left elbow, his shot too strong. Rebounded by Johnson. He can't put that up and in. Gets his own rebound again, and finally gets one to go down for DJ Johnson. Johnson with 11 points to lead South Charleston, and that's going to be a kickball. It'll stay right here for the Skyhawks. Head coach Sean Ballard, South Charleston, Josh Daniel at the helm of the Black Eagles. South Charleston, like a 1-3-1 zone with Mondrell Dean at the top. Wayne Harris running the baseline. Open 3 is good. And that's how you beat the 1-3-1. Find the guy in the corner, and he drills a 3-point play or shot, and that was Kevin White. A long 3 by Fawcett, in and out, no good. A scramble for it, picked up by Dean. He goes down inside. His layup no good, but he is fouled. Dean will go to the foul line for the first time this evening. 6'4", 220-pound sophomore, and rolls that one in. He's got 5 points. Outstanding football player for head coach Johnny Mays' Black Eagles. And he sinks both of those. Got a few Division I football offers on the table for Mondrell Dean as penetrate the kick in the corner and back-to-back threes for Kevin White. He came in shooting 61% from behind the arc. And you can see why. Almost got a steal right there. Fawcett back out to Dean. They'll slow it down. 4-point lead for South Charleston. Again, they played a double overtime game last night. Nice feed in to Dean. He lays it up and in. And a timeout called by Josh Daniel of South Charleston. That's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here with 5:56 to go. Black Eagles leading 41-35 as we take a look at this replay. And Dean just standing right there in the low post. Takes the easy pass and lays it up in for the Black Eagles. Coming up next for South Charleston on the schedule, they'll play at George Washington tomorrow night, take on the Patriots. The Patriots are 5-0 on the season. That's a Quad A Region 3 Section 1 matchup between South Charleston and George Washington tomorrow night. And then their game against Parkersburg South at Parkersburg South that was originally scheduled for Saturday has been rescheduled for Monday night. So Monday night, South Charleston will travel up to the ROAC and take on the Patriots of Parkersburg South. And then they will return home on Tuesday and take on the Redskins of Hurricanes. So that's their up-and-coming schedule. Gator into the front court for the Skyhawks. Kick it back out top. Kevin White gives it over to Stone. Right side of the paint and loses it out of bounds. And they say it was off South Charleston. As three-man crew here this evening. Brian Holstein, Jason Buckley, and Kent Wilkinson. And that one right through the hands and passed to me, but couldn't come up with it. South Charleston ball, turnover. .5:35 to go. Third quarter, 41-35. Got a close one here between South Charleston and Scott. South Charleston trying to stay undefeated. Feed down into Dean. He goes in strong. No good. Rebound to Jaron Gator into the front court. Gator, left side. Now they kick it back out. Stone over on the left wing. Carden, straightaway three, count it. Reese Carden. They leave Harris wide open. His shot off the mark. Rebound, Dean, layup back up and in. Using that big body. Missed him at 6'4", 220. Straight ahead. Three once again by White. And it's a 2-point lead for South Charleston. 43-41, 4:24 to go, third quarter. Here inside the Walker Convocation Center. Fawcett will launch one. That went off the mark. Cleared out by Dolan. Braxton Dolan in the front court near side. Into the corner. White once again. Three is good. And Scott into the lead. Midway here in the third quarter. Behind the sharp shooting Kevin White. Bryson Smith in the corner. And now we've got offensive foul. And they're going to get that one against, I believe, Mondrell Dean. That's his third. Entering the ballgame for the Black Eagles will be Zamari Mooney, the freshman guard. And also coming in is Jaden Motley, as Dean will go to the bench along with Caden Fawcett. 44-43, Scott leading South Charleston. 3.5 minutes to go here, third quarter. Dolan penetrates all the way to the basket. His layup no good. Nice defense by DJ Johnson. Here comes Wayne Harris quickly down the other side, gets it in the corner. Mooney's three on the way. Off the mark, cleared out by Dolan. Up ahead, gets it to White. White goes to the basket, layup good. Nice take by Kevin White, and timeout taken by South Charleston head coach Josh Daniel. That's a full timeout. We'll take a break as well. 3:12 to go here in the third period. Scott leading South Charleston 46-43.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital, now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
.312 to go here, third quarter inside the Walker Convocation Center. Scott leading 46-43 over South Charleston behind the sharpshooting Kevin White. White with 17 points, including 5 three-pointers on the evening. And Scott shooting second half, 86%, 6 of 7 from the field, including 5 of 5 from behind the arc. As they are on an 8-0 run in the last 121. They lead the Black Eagles by 3. Harris feeds it down into Johnson. Turnaround shot off the glass is good for DJ Johnson. He's got 13 up ahead. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Skyhawks. Rushing back to get a hand on that was Wayne Harris. Stone will trigger it in along the baseline, gets it into Gator over on the far side. Now he'll get it back straight away. Thought about the three, now puts it on the floor. Goes down inside, turnaround, and they're going to get him for a travel. Turnover on the Skyhawks. That's their 5th of the ball game. 46-45, Scott leading South Charleston, 2:42 to go, third quarter. Mooney over in the left wing, gives it back out to Harris. 2-3 zone once again for the Skyhawks as Mooney works his way over here near side. Now Harris penetrates, kicks it over to Smith. Back out top to Mooney. Nice defense by the Skyhawks. Skip pass over to Harris in front of the South Charleston bench. And now, out of bounds, it'll stay with South Charleston. Almost a turnover there on the Black Eagles as the pass went into the backcourt. Zamari Mooney tried to save it. So it was off of Scott. It'll be South Charleston ball. 2:06 to go, third quarter. 1 point advantage for the Skyhawks. Bryson Smith, right side. Feeds it down into Johnson. Low post. Turnaround shot up and in for the 6'7" DJ Johnson. Into the corner. Gators three. No good. Off of the rim. Rebound to Johnson. Outlet pass to Mooney. Mooney around the back. Layup with the left-hand floater. No good. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out. 3 on the way. Left wing. In and out. No good. And here comes the Skyhawks. Over on the left side, White. He'll pull up. 3 on the way. off the front of the iron, no good, but we got a whistle on the rebound, and they're going to get a foul on Jaron Gator. 1:21 to go here, third quarter. Braxton Dolan checks back in for the Skyhawks. Coming in for South Charleston will be Amari Allen. Landon Stone will also check in for head coach Sean Ballard. As Kevin White will get a rest over on the bench. White with 17 points, 5 3-pointers on the evening. South Charleston in the lead, 47-46. Mooney on the left wing. Back out to Allen. Again, Allen will heave up a three straight away, count it, for the senior Amari Allen. 4-point lead for the Black Eagles. Under a minute to go here, third quarter. Penetrate, scoop shot up and in by Jaron Gator. Allen will jog across the timeline. Out top, working over here near side to Smith. The feed into Motley, lost a handle on it, gathered it up. His shot rejected by Smith. Heaves one up from the corner. Ball was rejected, but back out to Smith for the wide open three. 53-48, 21 seconds. Gator got it tipped away, gathers it up. 11 seconds, back out to Stone. Four seconds, Gator from the right elbow. He is fouled. With 1.9 seconds, he'll go to the line to shoot two, and they'll get that foul, I believe, on Motley, Jaden Motley. That's his first. As Jaron Gator at the line, a 50% free throw shooter coming into tonight, and that looked good as he makes the first one. Kyler Whitman checks in along with Jeff McCoy, number 20. One of two for Gator. Rebound to South Charleston, and that'll end the third quarter. South Charleston leading Scott 53-49 here inside the Walker Convocation Center for the shootout in the Big House.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital, now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
(53-49), South Charleston leading Scott. So we head to the fourth quarter. South Charleston shooting 44%, 21 of 48 from the field, 8 of 24 from behind the arc, 33%. Skyhawks shooting 45% from the field, 19 of 42, 9 of 23 from behind the arc for 39%. As we start things off, it'll be South Charleston ball. Mari Allen out top, gives it over to Mooney. Now he'll get it back. 2-3 zone once again for the Skyhawks. After tonight, Scott will travel to Lincoln County on Saturday night to take on the Panthers. Dean down inside, kicks it over right side. Mooney's three. That one's short. Scramble for it, and Stone comes up with it. And I believe they say he traveled with it. It was happening down on the far end from me. So it'll be South Charleston ball. They'll take it out with Mooney along the baseline. Slaps the ball into the corner. Smith feeds it in to Xavier Bosley. Turnaround shot no good for Bosley. Into the corner. Gator. His three. Airballed it. Saved. Nice work by Reese Carden over on his tiptoes. We go under 7 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Three straight away. Front iron, no good. Long rebound out to Allen. Bryson Smith. And he'll bury a three from the right wing. He's got 9 points. 56-49 South Charleston leading Scott. Gavin White out top. Dribble down inside, now kicks it over to Gator. Floater rejected by Dean, but out into the hands of Reese Carden. Stone penetrates down in the paint, now kicks it over. Ball slapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Skyhawks. Checking back in for Scott will be Braxton Dolan for South Charleston back into the lineup. Caden Fawcett. 6:08 to go. Fourth quarter here inside the Walker Convocation Center. The Parmar shootout in the big house. Coming up next will be Woodrow Wilson and Nitro Boys. Stone penetrates down in the base. They're in the paint, and turnaround shot up is good for Landon Stone. Stone with 11 points. 5-point advantage for South Charleston. Smith once again, long three, no good. And out of bounds. They say it was off of South Charleston. This little nifty move here by Stone with the turnaround shot up and in. Wayne Harris will check back in for the Black Eagles. Freshman guard. Harris had 8 points. He gets a hand on that one, a turnover on Scott. Fawcett, and they give it right back. White into the front court. They've got numbers up ahead. Layup with the left hand is good. Reese Carden. Fawcett's three, count it. Caden Fawcett. That's his first field goal of the evening. White gets cut off, ball slapped away. Now tipped out to Stone. Penetrate the kick. Carden's three. That one's short. Rebound down to South Charleston's DJ Johnson up ahead to Fawcett into the front court. 4:26 to go, fourth quarter. Step back, shot up is good along the baseline for Caden Fawcett. 61-53, 4:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. And a timeout called by the Skyhawks head coach Sean Ballard. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:04 to go here, fourth quarter, 61-53. South Charleston leading Scott.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital. now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
.404 to go, fourth quarter here inside the Walker Convocation Center on the campus of West Virginia State University. Day 3 of the shootout in the Big House presented by Parmar Stores. 2 more games coming up after this one. The next one we'll have will be Woodrow Wilson boys. The Flying Eagles will take on the Wildcats of Nitro. Coming out of a timeout, it'll be Skyhawks ball as Jaron Gator will trigger it in underneath his own basket, kicks it all the way out top to Carden. Work it over and a steal. Mondrell Dean. Dean, spin move in the paint, layup, no good, tip up, no good. Dean will finally put it up and in. So he got the steal and finally got the basket on the other end for Mondrell Dean. Right side, Carden, his 3, short. Rebound cleared out by DJ Johnson. 10-point advantage for the Black Eagles. And coming in to today, 4-0 on the season. Hard-fought victory in double overtime last night at home as that 3 off the mark for Harris. Cleared out by the Skyhawks. Up ahead, into the corner to Gator. And almost another steal. It'll stay with Scott. .311 to go, fourth quarter. Looking at Scott's schedule again, Saturday they'll be at Lincoln County and then return home on the 23rd, Tuesday night, to host the Tigers of Chapmanville. And then next Friday, the 26th, Charleston Catholic will come to town. Bodies flying, no whistle. They play on as Gator goes down inside. Dean there again, and he'll tie it up. Possession error will stay with the Skyhawks. 2:49 to go, 63-53. South Charleston led after one, 19-14. Outscored the Skyhawks 16-15, 20-18. Scott winning the third quarter. And South Charleston outscoring Scott 10-4, and they make it 10-7 now here in the fourth quarter. And the shot from the right side goes down. And a timeout called by head coach Sean Ballard. That's a full timeout, 2:42 to go in the ball game, 63-56, South Charleston leading.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
You can breathe easier at Boone Memorial Hospital, now with pulmonologist Dr. Richard McNeely. Come see us if you have concerns about your breathing issues.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Shootout in the Big House here at West Virginia State University. South Charleston leading Scott 63-56. 2:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. It'll be the Black Eagles ball coming out of the timeout. Get it into Harris. Full court pressure by the Skyhawks. Harris quickly into the front court. Trying to feed it down. Ball's tipped away by Dolan. A turnover on South Charleston. 2.5 minutes to go. Coming up next here right after this one, it'll be Woodrow Wilson and Nitro. Nitro 4-0 on the season. Woodrow Wilson 1-3, but I hear they've got a couple of players finally making their way back out on the court tonight, so it should be a good one between Nitro and Woodrow Wilson coming up. You can watch that live right here on Video Productions. Feed down into Dolan. Turnaround. Kicked here near side. Carden's three on the way. That one's short. But rebound kicked out. Stone's three on the way. That one's short of the iron. And finally, South Charleston will clear it out with Bryson Smith. Smith into the corner to Harris. He'll dribble. Now feeds it into Johnson. Low post turnaround shot. No good. Gets his own rebound and puts it back up and in. DJ Johnson with 17 points. And a long three is good again by White. Kevin White with 20 points here this evening. And a wide open lane layup is good by Harris. Stone loses it out of bounds. And they say it was off his leg. It'll be South Charleston ball. Jay Sharps checks in for Scott. 1:09 to go, fourth quarter. 8-point lead for the Black Eagles, 67-59. They got the Patriots of George Washington coming up next. Tough little stretch of games for the Black Eagles in this condensed basketball season here in West Virginia. And now we've got a whistle and a foul with 48 seconds. They get that on Jay Sharps. That's his first. Team foul number 3 on Scott. Get it into Wayne Harris. He'll dribble over on the far side. And now a whistle and a foul on Jaron Gator. A couple more fouls to give for the Skyhawks. In fact, that's just 4. Bryson Smith back to DJ Johnson, holds it high in the air over in the corner, gives it back to Smith. He'll dribble all the way through. Now they whistle a foul on Scott. That'll be team number 5 with 28.9 seconds. And time running out here for the Skyhawks. Smith out top, ball slapped away, turnover. Here comes Scott. Stone down inside, turnaround, shot up with the right hand, in and out, no good. Rebound to Johnson. Over to Harris, trying to dribble through, gives it over to Smith, up ahead to Fawcett. He'll dribble across the timeline with 5 seconds into the corner. And now another turnover and a heave at the buzzer, and that'll do it. 67-59, South Charleston will defeat the Skyhawks of Scott. As South Charleston will go to 5-0 on the season. Scott will drop to 2-3. We'll take a break. We'll come back to recap everything from here inside the Walker Convocation Center. You're watching the Shootout in the Big House here on Video Productions.
This is Boone Memorial Hospital. Compassionate, personal, quality care that's close to home with caring, skilled physicians and large private inpatient rooms.
Boone Memorial Hospital, bringing medicine home.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Hey there, I'm Jake, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's new Grilled Spicy Deluxe is that grilled chicken that we all know and love with the grilled marks. It's super juicy. The heat, the cheese, the multi-grain brioche bun, the flavor is just out of this world.
Hey, I'm Amber, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the chicken. This is not your traditional spicy chicken sandwich. You get the grilled flavor, seasoning, spices, married all together to this perfect sandwich. It's literally like fireworks in your mouth.
Northside, where everybody rides. Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional grade GMCs for less, including ready for work heavy duties, Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at NorthsideWV.com.
Welcome back inside the Walker Convocation Center here on the campus of West Virginia State University. A final score, South Charleston defeats Scott by a score of 67-59. And taking a look at the stats for the Skyhawks, leading the way this evening, 20 points from Kevin White, 7 of 10 from the field, 6 of 8 from behind the arc for the junior. Followed up by 13 points for Reese Carden. Carden 5 of 13 from the field, 3 of 11 from behind the arc. Landon Stone finished with 11 points, 5 of 11 from the field, 1 of 4 from three-point land. 7 points from Braxton Dolan tonight on 3 of 5 shooting, 2 of 4 shooting on the evening for Jay Sharps. He finished with 5 points, including a three-pointer. And then 3 points coming from Jaron Gator. Gator finished 1 of 8 from the field, 0 of 4 from behind the arc, 1 of 2 from the foul line. As Scott went to the foul line just 4 times, they were 2 of 4 for 50%. Again, they shot 43% from the field, 23 of 54, 11 of 31 from behind the arc for 35% on the evening. They finished with 8 turnovers for South Charleston. Leading the way, DJ Johnson with 17 points, 8 of 13 from the field. He was 1 of 1 from the foul line. He also finished with 13 rebounds on the evening. 12 points coming from Mondrell Dean. Dean was 5 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the foul line. 10 points tonight from Wayne Harris, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 7 from behind the arc. 9 points coming from Bryson Smith. Smith finished 3 of 7 from the field. All 3 of those field goals from behind the arc tonight for Bryson Smith. 6 points from Amari Allen, 2 of 3 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc for Allen. 6 points also coming from Zamari Mooney. Mooney and Allen coming off the bench. 2 of 4 for Mooney from behind the arc. 5 points from Caden Fawcett, 2 of 11 from the field. And then rounding out the scoring for South Charleston this evening is Jaden Motley, had 2 points, 1 of 5 from the field for Jaden Motley. For South Charleston, they shot 44% from the field, 27 of 62, 10 of 30 from behind the arc, 33%, and they were 3 of 3 from the foul line. 7 turnovers for South Charleston this evening as they defeated the Scott Skyhawks. Scott made a comeback. They actually led there in the third quarter behind the sharp shooting of Kevin White from behind the arc until South Charleston took control and then pulled away for the 67-59 victory. Our Boone Memorial Hospital player of the game will go to South Charleston senior, the 6'7" center, DJ Johnson. Again, a double-double tonight for DJ Johnson, 17 points and 13 rebounds. So congratulations to DJ Johnson, our Boone Memorial Hospital player of the game. So that'll do it from here inside the Walker Convocation Center. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. For my producer, Robbie Mounts, I'm Jack Withrow. The final score, South Charleston defeats Scott by a score of 67-59. Good night.